welcome to another Contreras music tutorial. This one's a freebie on me, guys, because I love what I do and I want you guys to get into it. And today we are mixing some tasty beats, this time Snoopy, D-O-double-G, and Dre edition. Dr. Dre, not Drake, okay? We're gonna go old school kind of hip hop with this track, but it's so valuable. You can multiply the effects and or manipulate what we're gonna do to create any type of music you like, if you're into trap. And later on anyway, I'm gonna be doing other editions such as pop mixes, house mixes, techno, whatever you want, I'm gonna do it, guys. So let's have some fun, dig in, okay? First and foremost, our sponsor, ContrerasMusic.com. This is a free tutorial. Please check out our website for more video courses like this, professional video courses. A lot of them for free, some are paid. Donate, guys, as well, but check it out. Invest in yourselves, educate yourselves. You're gonna get the best from me, you always will. So please check out the rest of our content at ContrerasMusic.com, okay? Now, assumptions. I'm gonna get these out of the way. I'm gonna assume that you know how to use Pro Tools by now. If you don't know how to use Pro Tools or you're like, what's a DAW? Check out my, again, free Blitz tutorial. I've got a full course on this, which you should buy. It's great, it's cheap, it's very good. Goes for almost an hour. However, I've blitzed and condensed the best of the best into about 15 to 20 minutes, and you can check that out below. Check out the links below, okay? If you're very short on time and money. However, I do recommend you do the full tutorial. It's an hour of your time, guys, and you will know how to use Pro Tools. I've been using it for so many years, and I'm gonna show you all the best shortcuts that I know and the best ways of getting into it, okay? So, if you know Pro Tools, beautiful, let's go ahead. If you don't know Pro Tools, check out my tutorial and or the full course at ContrerasMusic.com. I'm gonna assume that you know how to set up your gear. If you don't know how to set up gear for production, don't worry. Again, my Blitz tutorial covers that. My proper course covers it even better, so check out our website. For the essentials on this tutorial, you're going to need yourself your PC or your Mac. You're gonna need either a interface, or you've watched my tutorial and you know how to cheat your way around that, and or a MIDI keyboard as well as a microphone. You can use a beautiful microphone like we're using a condenser. We've got a Rode right here, or you can use a cheapo, or you can use a speaker microphone you've got on your phone. Guys, let's find a way around this. Don't get hung up on the gear and the technical specs. Let me show you how to produce and make some beats and have some fun along the way, because that is what it's about, okay? I'm going to get started and show you or reveal the ingredients needed for this tasty mix, okay? So you're paying attention, here we go. First tasty mix, we're going to need the following. Okay, my transcription, again, another free gift to you. You can download it in the description box or from our website. We're going to need the following. The top part is the piano. I'm sure you recognize the piano. Got a bit jazzy there, but it's in there, okay? We've got the cello or violin part, the da-dum, which doubles as the bass, da-dum, okay? Copy and paste. Okay, and finally we've got the drum set. Now the drum set is broken up into 3 layers, you could think about it. Maybe 2, but I like to think of it as 3. You've got the kick going, okay? You've got the snares, for the hi-hats, and the constant hi-hats, okay? So we're gonna break that down piece by piece so that you guys understand it. But there it is in MIDI language, which I assume you know. If not, check out our tutorials, our course, and also in written music, okay? And that is very valuable out there, so please learn some. Look at that's in 4/4, look at the quavers, look at where everything changes. But if you don't know music or you don't read music, then don't stress. I'm gonna teach you all of that, okay? But essentially those are the layers. So let's begin. We know the gear, we know our ingredients. Let's start our session. So guys, I've got Pro Tools here running in the background. So go ahead and open Pro Tools first, or whichever version of Pro Tools you want. You're gonna start with a new session. So we're gonna create, okay? So if you got Pro Tools first, you might not have the plugins. Okay, we're gonna do it with audio, with the mic. If you've got the plugins, beautiful. I'm using the stock standard plugins. No extra purchases needed. We're keeping it on the cheap. We're keeping it basic but creative, okay? We're gonna call this Fresh Snoopy and Dre Mix, okay? Starting from scratch. Here's what we do. WAV files, guys, WAV or WAV, 44.1, keep it there at 16-bit. Definitions and parameters for audio, keep it simple. Input output should be the last that you used. Click on interleave, that's important. And you're gonna choose a location. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, yep, let's be organized. And we're gonna use the desktop, okay? I can even create, and you should create a brand new folder. We're gonna call it Our Fresh Doggy Dre Mix, okay? Be very organized with your file management because it does get ahead of you sometimes and you'll be losing files left, right, and center. Once that is done and you've checked that these parameters are in, you're going to hit create and it will commence our session build, okay? Again, I'm assuming you know Pro Tools, so I'm just gonna go ahead and assume everything, the mix windows, the edit windows, you know the tools, you know what I'm doing, keep up, okay? If you don't, you know what to do, check out our courses and our free tutorials. Let's go full screen. Okay, so you're going to want to create the following for this tasty mix. You need 4 MIDI tracks and you need a total of 7 audio tracks. We're going to do it in 2 ways, remember? Okay, Control-Shift-N, you should know the shortcut by now. Let's bring it up. So I'm going to go 7 mono audio tracks. They're ready to go. Enter, I'm in. I'm also going to create, as I mentioned before, your 4 MIDI instrument tracks, okay, instrument tracks. Keep them there and we're gonna go 4, okay, mono instrument tracks. We could go stereo, but just keep it mono so that I can elaborate on what we're doing. Or maybe you create 3 monos and the drums we do stereo. If you will, we can do that, okay. I like to treat it as if we are doing stereo audio files or mono audio files, just so you get used to the practice, but we're gonna go ahead and do this. And as always, you know, guys, you need to create that master track. So let's go stereo master track. And it's like our big boss and we're there, okay? All right, you're mixing with the best, so let's do it like I do it, guys. Always my best. You need to organize your session first. So our master is gonna stay exactly where it is. Some people place it at the top, I leave it there. Okay, we're going to begin by creating our 2 groups to keep everything nice and organized. You can create your groups down here by going new group or Control G, either way. And it's going to say, what do you want in the groups? Who's in it? So let's get our audio files in, add, okay? And this is going to be called the audio group. Just makes it easier down the track, guys. Take out your master from there, don't include it, okay? Gonna go, all right, and then Control G, let's create the second group. This is gonna be our MIDI. Okay, I'm assuming you know what MIDI is. You should know. And MIDI is so cool, and you're gonna see why in a second. Okay, so now I can select them from here on the left-hand side. See, I've just selected my audio. Samples going to solo, okay? When I click solo or mute, it only affects these guys because I've done grouping, see? When I deselect everything and it goes out to, for example, instruments, and it will only affect my instruments here on this side because I've done my groupings, okay? So once again, select what you like, do what you like to the whole group, okay? Yeah, there we go. All right, and I like to use this down the track for my fluidity or process of mixing, process of editing. Just makes everything streamlined and much quicker, okay? And we go all. Now, the next thing we're gonna do after this is we'll label what we're gonna do. So I'm going to call the first part here, let's go renaming these. So I'm gonna call this top piano. I'm gonna go next. Let's go to mid piano. Let's go over to bottom piano. Okay, we're gonna do audio first. If I could spell, which I can't. And he's a teacher. Okay, then we're gonna go to cello. Let's go to bass, the bass. And we're gonna go to, say, cymbals. And let's say kick, snare. That's how you should break up this track, okay? That's how it goes. Kick, snare, everything in. Okay? All right, that is done. So hold down Shift to deselect if you want to deselect, or just select by clicking like this, okay? Now that that's done, I personally like to color them. I know, a bit pedantic, but I like to color my instruments so I can visually see it. I am a visual learner, like some of my students. If you're watching out there and you were one of my students, or you are one of my students, or you're one of my clients, welcome back. It's great to have you guys. It's fun to mix, isn't it? Okay, let's do this. My cymbals will go yellow, and our kick can go red. We're good to go. Okay, so Control S to save. Now let's see the parameters. Let's set up our session really well. We're going to use the grid mode. I'm I'm going to put it to the BPM. And the BPM you can set from the transport window here. Transport. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to use bars and beats, which I'm on, and I'm going to set the tempo at 95 BPM, guys. There's a few ways of doing this, and you can muck around with it. Go minutes and seconds to change the view. So I'm going to leave it at bars. But to change tempos, go here, double click, and it's going to say what tempo do you want. I'm going to say 95 because that's what this beat is at. Okay? If you can type 95. Come on. Doesn't love me right now. 95 BPM. Let's try non-numerical. Thank you very much. 995. No, thank you. 95. Numlock is in. Okay. That's the beat that it's going to be at. Okay. You can use a phone app to do this and tap away. There is a tap function within Pro Tools, but we'll keep it simple. I'm going to give you the answer at 95. Okay. And you saw that on the ingredients sheet. Next, we're going to make sure that it is 4/4, which it is. And when you zoom in, Control Alt Mouse wheel, you can check out the bars. So when I hit Spacebar to play, you're going to hear a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or see the lines come in rather. You should set up a click track, which we'll do finally. So we're going to go mono instrument track. Okay, we're going to call it the click track and go, let's say, green click track. And this is the session setup. Now you're good to go. I know, sometimes tedious. Why can't you get onto the mix? Well, if you're disorganized and nothing is available or easy to see, it's just going to be super hard. All right, you should know what plugins are by now. Take our course if you don't. We're going to insert a plugin. Instrument goes to click. Okay, and now because we're at 90 BPM, we're going to insert Spacebar, and it's going to click, 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 click. When you hit Spacebar, it's off. Okay, and this is important, especially when doing audio. You are not machines. You don't have beautiful tempo. Even I don't have beautiful tempo, and I've been practicing music since I was 8. So use a metronome. It's like a ruler for your ears. Okay, Control S, we are ready to go. So let's begin. What do we need for that piano? Okay, the piano, the top part. Interestingly enough, in their mix, they're slightly off. Okay, you'll hear them sharpen or flatten the mix of the piano, so it sounds a little bit like wonky, honky tonk, and it's also like blah, blah, blah. They do that on purpose. They didn't use a flat piano by accident. It was a production decision to get the timbre or tone quality. So don't be fooled by that, and don't say, oh, but the piano is different. Yes, I know, but it's the right chords. Trust me, I've transcribed it. Okay, so let's pull that up again. There it is. Let's AC transcription. Okay, so what do we need? An A minor, E, sus4 over B, and an E minor. Okay, so let's get that on the piano. Your top notes are going to be A and a G. That's it. It's going to go A forever, G. So let's record this with the vocals. Yes, vocals. Because unless you have fancy plugins or something else in there or a really good keyboard with all these samples, you're going to be out of options. So this is for the cheap. This is the beginning. If you already have samples in and or your plugins and you just want to skip to my plugin and MIDI, go ahead and skip this now. I'll try and put a link or the time description of where to go. But for the rest of you guys who are mixing for the first time, or maybe you're mixing with a phone, stay with this or an iPad, and we're going to do it vocals, okay? A lot of fun. Even if you don't sing, stay with me, okay? Get your pitch. Da, 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 da. I can't sing that high. Go da, 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 da. It doesn't matter. We're going to replicate this. So back from the beginning. The first 4 bars are empty. 2, 3, and then we begin here. Okay? So let's record and enable the top piano. Let's check that I'm getting some vocals. 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Lovely. I'm in. So ready? Here we go. Okay. Recording on 3, 2, 1. Time. Da, 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 da. Now, interesting, I'm getting some feedback in my headphones. So I'm going to take this off because, guys, my timing is going to be super off. Let's do this again and just get the ride mode in. Ready? Da, 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 da. That's your top note. That's what you need. Okay? Now let's move on. We're going to get the bottom next note. So, goes to a G. Da, 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 from da, da, da. So, da, da. Okay, and we are editing this, not doing it in one live take. So let's move it over, and let's go from here. Ready? Cool bananas. Here we go. Da. Good. Okay. All right. Which is interesting because I've got the monitor off, and I'm still getting that feedback. Fun times. All right. So here's the first part. That's the top piano notes. Just set them aside for now. Okay. You can do it in one go if you'd like, but it's just easier not to. Okay. All right. Next, we're going to do our middle piano. Our middle piano notes. Have a look at the ingredients. Are there. Okay, so we have got that E all the way across, E, and it does not change. Could it be any easier? Just da, 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 da. That's it. So let's mute so we don't hear anything else. We're going to record enable this one. Da, da, da. Checking 1, 2. Okay, my input outputs must not be set in. Here we go. Interface 1, of course. Check 2, 2, 2. Check 2, check 2. Loving it. Okay, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay. Should get rid of the feedback. You ready? From the beginning. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. We only need a sample. Okay, moving right along. Our bottom notes. Have a look at the ingredients. You can see what's going down. Okay, we have got that C, B. Okay. So we can do this in 2 parts like the other one, but I'm going to demonstrate how to do it in 1. Okay, so checking out the music, you're going to read that sheet music as you perform it. Just follow me. Okay, C to B. That's all it is. Okay, you ready? On tempo. Here we go. Record enable 2, 3, and let's get rid of my echo. All right, 3, 2, 1. And that's what happens when you start flat. Here we go again. That's how it happens when you go flat twice. Oh my goodness. Stage fright is getting to him. All right, thank you very much. Let's do this. Finally, the kid can finally do it. Okay, we're in, guys. That's what we needed. Okay, plenty in there. This is also going to get our editing chops going, and this is why I like doing what we are doing right now. Okay, that is the piano in. Let's address the piano bit by bit. Okay, here we go. Zooming right in. Okay, we are in grid mode, but we will have to slip in a moment, or switch to slip. No pun intended. Select everything. Let's bring it down to the beginning. Stay with me, guys. Let's make this a little bit bigger for ease of operations. Okay, top piano. All right, we need to get that in time. So slip, multi-tool, Control E. Okay, and we're going to be a little bit ruthless. Okay, because we get this whole da, the t and the a, so it takes da in slow motion to get the sound, which you'll hear here. If it decides it wants to play, give me a pre and post roll. Come on solo. Here it is. And let me turn it up, because I did turn down a few things, didn't I? Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay, so we don't need the we just need the beginning. So very brutal. Boom. Back to grid. Chopped it. Okay. So here we go. One was a little bit off. Did you hear that? Ah, this one. So come on. Let's get our editing skills up. Delete. Bang. Boom. Play on. Come on. Good. All right. And how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4. Have a look at the ingredients. Yeah. See the sheet music? Refer to that, please, as you go. Should have it printed out on the side or as an image. So we're going to go. Fantastic. Okay. So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4 of that before it jumps that to the C. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. So let's get 11. And see how the timing is a little bit off as well. We can fix that. No problemo. Control E, bring it in to slip. Bring it in. It works. Control E, bring it in. Okay, good tempo. There we go. Control E, bring it in. Good. Okay, that's better. And then we go back to grid and see how many we can get in a row. Boom. Okay. Control 3, boom, we've consolidated that file. We can now duplicate it because it's in grid mode. Boom. And I didn't like that first one, did you? I think not. Get rid of this one too. Beautiful, that's what we want to have. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Cut there, 11 of the first tab. Then we drop down to the da, da, da. Find it. Da, 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 da. Okay, I think these were the most consistent, and then it just trails off. Da, 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 da. Maybe the last ones, I don't know. Let's try again. Da, 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 da. Okay, definitely not the first one. Da, 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 da. Okay, but hey, don't jump process here, Christian. Show them how it's done properly. So take it to grid mode, out of grid into slip, get this really close in time first, then back to grid and chop it. Now you're free to edit as you go. Da, 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 da. Okay, we only need 5 of these. So da, 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 da. Okay, that one was the one that was off. So let's bring it back into slip mode. Control E to slice, bringing it in, bringing it right in. There we go, it's a bit forward. Good, that'll do, that'll do. Lovely. Back to grid. Come on. Da, 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 da. Oh, that pitch. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is all we should be needing. Let's just consolidate this file, even though we don't need this ending. I really don't want that ending. Let's go Control E. Over here on slip. We don't want that ending. We need a good loop. Delete it. Okay, we can go from here to here. There may be a pop when we duplicate because of that. Let's see how it goes. Have a listen. Da, 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 da. Ah, it's just a minor drop in volume. Okay, good. So the da, da, we have got it. We will go into grid mode. Bring it in. Let's have a listen. Ready? And we're back in. How beautiful is that? And we've got ourselves a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Okay, that is our first one. Take this whole thing, move it to bar 2. Okay, just leave the first one blank. You'll see why. Now let's get to our mid piano, being the same note all the way across. Loving the harmonies. So ready? Here we go. Bring it back. Okay, we're going to put it into slip mode. Zoom in. There we go. Okay, back to grid. Boom. Okay. Some of these need some work, as you can see. Let's grid them up. Control E. Bring them in. Good. How's it looking? Not too bad. Oof. The timing. This is where I say I did all of that on purpose just to show you how to do good editing. But guys, as you can see, rushing stuff and being out of time, not good. So learn from this. Do it properly. Get it done right. Okay, and I've dragged this quite a bit. We should be getting closer to tempo. Yes, we are. A little bit further. Good. Okay. All right, and we just need a sample, so we can just go. Yeah, I'm good. Here we go. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, this one's a little bit off. Go back to grid. Slip actually, sorry, because it's not in tempo yet. There we go. And let's get one more. 4 is what we need. 4 of the floor. We are good. Okay, we are good. That's it. Don't need that guy. All right. So we trim the rest of this to get it into grid. We've got ourselves a beautiful sample. Okay, Control 3. Consolidate it. Let's hear it. Da, 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 da. And we can now duplicate. Okay, so let's duplicate that the whole way through. Boom, like that. Okay, have a listen to our work, top and middle. There it is. Ooh, did you hear that slide raise? Yeah, did you hear that raise? I hope you heard it. I did. Oi, we need to operate ductor. Boom, on the last one. Oh, those vocals, my goodness. And that should be much better. Have a listen. Beautiful. Okay. Alt 3. Good. Now, don't stress if yours isn't pitch perfect. Mine wasn't. It's about the production and the creative process. Okay? Don't stress. Just keep it going. All right, finally, we're going to get the bottom piano. So you remember on the bottom piano, if I pull up the ingredients, we have got this C and this B. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 7, and then we've got our 9. 7 and 9. So you ready? Let's get 7 of the C's here. All right, we need to upright Doctor from the beginning and probably move it over to slip mode. Okay, got rid to trim it off, and let's see what we got. Solo that one. Oh, the pitch. So that's where we go from. That works. Grid will make it easier. Okay. Oh, let's just clean up the tempo. All right, grid. Beautiful. Let's move on. Okay, not too bad. One more time. Okay, so it's going to leave us with one out, and that's fine. We'll just copy the first one and copy, paste. Okay, and then the drop. Okay, good. Delete that. Slight timing issues, but nothing too big. And that's fine. Potentially just like the last, but that's okay. Look at this. What's going on? What's going on? Grid. It's got a slip. What's going on? Can't duplicate that. That's better. Okay. All right. Yep. Checking. We're gonna leave the human aspect in there. It doesn't have to be absolute perfection. All right, guys, you ready? Here we go. Piano, top, middle, and bottom. Here's what it should sound like. Okay. What you and me did. Look at that. Ah, music. Fantastic. We are there. The whole thing. Okay, good. Save, Control S. We've got our piano now. You could consolidate all of them if you wanted to, just for fluency and ease. Boom, boom. Okay, next, let's go on to the... Okay, I'm gonna use a cello for this. Okay, so we're going to emulate our best cello sound. How are those vocals? Get your lowest. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Okay, E, A, B, E, E, A. Refer to this tasty ingredients list. Look at the notes that we have there, okay? Look at those notes. Okay, you ready? Taking it back from the 0, I'm going to just bring that down so I don't get doubling in my, or some feedback in my headphones. Record enable, 2, 2, 3, the bass. We are good to go. You ready? Ba-dum, ba-dum. Let's do some bass, cello rather. And it could be good if I could hear the click. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Okay, that's it. It is anticipated. It is an anticipated note. Let's have a listen. Always check your work, yeah? Always check your work. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. That'll do. Ba-dum. Good, and we could clean up more things and work on that, but don't stress about that, guys. Delete the grid there. Delete that. Okay. So 2, 4, da-dum, and then it goes from there again. Da-dum, 2, 3, do-dum. I'll show you how to clean the top of that in a moment. Okay, just leave it as is. All right, we can literally double that for the bass. Okay, boom, boom. But I like to be thorough. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Instead of ba-dum, I'm gonna go doom, doom, and put in the da, da, doom, doom kind of aspect of the bass. Doom, doom. So you ready? Doom, doom, pitch reference. Doom, doom. E, A, B, E. Might help if I record enable. 3, 2, and I don't really want to hear myself. No. Here we go. Where's my click? Good, good. Okay. If you've soloed it, hard to hear. Doom, doom. Doom, doom. Doom, doom. Doom, doom. Doom, doom. Okay, just thought I'd take that a little bit further. Okay, so there it is, and it is fine. We're just going to trim it there, delete it, good to go. All right, next. The cymbals. Okay, there's cymbals. Refer to tasted ingredients. When you look at the cymbals, these are okay, the hi-hats. Now there is an open okay, and if you listen to the original, just so it's not my word, have a listen. Ready? Here's the original. Okay, so to do that, you're gonna do like a sound, okay? At the so your normal hi-hat, and the opens up, so or that's 3. Open it up every 3. So the 4th one is the open. Okay, so just practice. Okay, with me on this? Here we go. Ready, cymbals. Let's record enable. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Remember 3 and 1. And you click. Okay, bit of timing out there, but we'll see how we go. Let's clean that right up. Okay, good. More next time. Okay, Shlitmo, bring it in. Let's check it out. Oh, this one's quite a bit off. Let's get this in there, buddy. Good. This one's quite a bit off. Get that in there, buddy. There you go. This one's a little bit too close. This one's a little bit too close for comfort. Cool. Okay. All right. Now I haven't been doing crossfades for the other ones. I should have. I mean, not really. Because I want to do the MIDI with you guys. This is like the vocal version, but I want to do the MIDI. So first we start with this. Let's extend this for as much as we can, and then we see how we go. Okay. Extended, and that's as far as we go. So that is takes us to 4 exactly here. So we need a bit of space here. Again, I just like to go like this. 3, and we do the whole thing from here to here. Control-Alt-3, and that should give us a nice clean cut. Beautiful. Okay. Boom. Okay. Good. Let's duplicate this. Control-S to save. Did a duplicate. Let's see what it sounds like. Fantastic. We are in business. Moving on to the kick and snare. Okay. Kick and snare. Oh, let's pull up the original. DRE, right back up on top of things. Okay, so you've got that syncopated kick. And if you go to the ingredients list, you can check it out right here. Look at that bottom line. Okay, so it's on the beat 1. Okay, would be a straight 4/4. But we've got see the funny looking symbol? That's the very anticipated beat coming out of the semiquaver. So we're going to record. It's not hard to do. Just straight away. So. If that is a little too hard for you, just go. And it's still going to sound pretty good. Won't be identical, but it'll be okay. You ready? Here we go. Kick snare as always. Record enable. I'm going to bring it down just so I don't get doubling because I am screencasting this. You can leave it. Rehearse your beats, guys. Here we go. Let's do this. Okay, that's all we need. That's all we need. Bring back the volume and we'll record enabling. Let's fix this. Okay, beats wise and tempo. Slice, Control E, delete, moving it around from slip mode. Let's have a listen though. Amazingness. Okay, so to fix it, It's a little bit anticipated, so let's just give it a bit of a human edge. Good. He's late. Early. A bit early for my liking. There we go. Oops. Good. Bit is fine. Fantastic. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Cool. Leave it alone. Find the starting and end point. 2, 3, 4. It just ends on the 4 to grid mode. To end it on the 4. Okay. 4 is right there. See it? 4. It needs to end. Okay. And here it needs to begin. Okay. Okay. Good. Shift Alt 3. We've consolidated. We can now duplicate it. Check it out. Yeah. Loving that. Cymbals. There we go. All right. The bass. Oh, okay. And that's right. We did not address the bass, did we? We got to address the bass. If not, it's going to sound terrible. Dum, 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 dum. Just for clarity. There we go. There we go. Fine, 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 fine. Slip. We'll let that go here. It's got to lock in, guys. You got to have decent tempo when you do this. So, slipping it in, slipping it in, slipping it in. Beautiful. Fade in and slipping you back. You are too early. See how these lines go in? Yeah. Okay. And that's what we want to avoid. Good. Back to grid, and we can just like kind of murder you. Okay. All right. That should gel up a bit better. Here we go. Loving it. Tasty beats. Okay. All right. Don't even worry about mixing yet. Now the cello. Since I've spent some time on this bass, I might as well spend some time on my cello. Okay. Slip grid. Control E. Bring it in, fade it away, crossfade I mean. Yep, that's okay. Can live with that, that's good. Yeah, it's fine. All right, slightly off there, but that's full. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. And we'll just leave it in, okay. All right, so ready, here we go. Cello. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. With the bass. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. All right, let's add some pianos. Top, middle, bottom. Unsolo everything. So that's Alt. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ba-dum. 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 Tasty beats. Where do my pianos go? Oh, I miss you guys already. Duplicated. We're in. Buddy. Come on, Jude. Go. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Oh, and did you hear something interesting there? Oh. Okay, I heard a note go up. Did you hear that? Hope you caught it. Oh, it must have been the bottom piano. Ah, ha, ha, there it is. I caught it. Knew something was off. All right, let's go to grid. Let's copy. Let's paste. And we got to do that at the end of the whole thing. Paste. Okay, that should fix it. Cool. So listen. Yes. And that is it, guys. We made it. We've recreated the track from scratch. Okay. You will then continue to duplicate and duplicate and duplicate. For example, like this, and then you make a slot here and you make a slot here, so it's separate and clean. You put this into grid, which it is. You bring it back. Okay, now you've got a block like this, see? A really good block. Now, in the original, it starts da-dum, da-dum, and then it doesn't go into anything until a bit later on. Okay, so it's the piano and the cello. So what you would do is you can literally go like, okay, duplicate the entire thing, duplicate, okay? We can align it, but that doesn't matter for now. We're gonna get rid of everything at the beginning of here, which is the bass, and this, don't even use the bass. So it does that. G. He brings in his intro. Then he says, guess who's back? And then It's when it just drops that beat. So that's where we need this to go in. Delete the first part, delete the first part. Go all of this. Okay, we'll just go all, boom. And let's bring that back. Ah, gotta love grid mode. This is why you have to work in grid mode, guys. This is why. And let's just make this beat really punchy, just for the example, okay? We're not mixing yet, but just make it really punchy. Ready? Here we go. And just for fun, let's turn it up. This is the dirty way. Don't ever do this. Ah, yuck. Ugh. My uni teachers and especially my exam supervisor, they'd be going, what are you doing? That was the dirty way of turning everything up. Don't ever do that again. You didn't see it from me. Just for audio illustrative purposes. Here we go. Ba-dum. 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 Okay, so interesting. Did you hear that? Double da-dum, da-dum. Okay, that wasn't meant to go there. It was meant to go like this. Okay. Da-dum. Ba-dum. 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 Okay, so this part was meant to go over here, and that was meant to end. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. And then we're in. Okay, so beg your pardon, guys. We fixed it. Have a listen. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Bit early. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. And it happened twice. Okay, cool. Then we would fix that as it went along. Okay, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. Just get the da-dum. Here we go. Ba-dum. Right there. Okay. All right, and that is it. Ba-dum. And that you could double and go from there. We're going to go Control E. There we go. Okay, and then good. Good. All right, and that is it, guys. We've just done it. You will then copy and paste that forever. Then you go into the duplicating of the beats and everything else. And there are two elements missing from this that are not in this tutorial. There is a harmony of the violin, and there is the little synth at the end, the very OG California synth. Hear it? And there's other effects and stuff, and we haven't even started producing or mixing. I'm not gonna get into that now, but there it is, okay? That's audio only. Part one. All that we needed was the microphone and our session mix and some skills and know-how. So let's put it all together. We had done that. If we go from the top, there's gonna be a bit of a gap. How much gap? Just 3 of that. So that's going to be just a few seconds. That's about 1.8 seconds. That's fine. So guys, let's export it now. The click is muted. Control S to save. We're just going to end it here. And let's just go ba-dum. Just get the first dum. That'll be our end. Just so you can understand and hear it. And let's go like one kick. Just go boom, 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 ba-dum. And that's it. Boom, boom, boom. It's gone. Slip it. Grade it. Okay, and same thing for this. We don't need that. Okay, Control S. Here we go. Select it from here. Always select from here. Back, file, bounce to disk. I want it to be as follows: WAV, MP3, interleave, 16, 44.1. Did you get all of that? I'll slow it down. WAV file without MP3. And by the way, if you don't have the add MP3 codecs, don't worry. Just download, just get your file, then go online and go MP3 convert, upload your file, boom, you've got an MP3 ready to share. Okay? So don't stress if you don't have that. We're gonna call it our fresh mix. We're gonna go Contreras tutorial. We're gonna choose where it goes, which should be into where we've left it. Just so you can see, I'll go desktop. Okay? But you should use your bounce files because that's just clean. And leave it offline, which means you don't have to listen to the whole thing twice. We're gonna call artists is Contreras Music Feet, Dre and Snoopy. They collaborated with me, not vice versa. Snoopy. And we are done. Add your albums and your genres. This is clearly Christian rap. Okay, boom, we're in. Here we go. It's exported to our desktop. Where did it go? No way. Okay, it's ready to go here. Okay, here is the original. You ready? The original. Millions, hundreds of thousands probably spent in production of this. Here's what they got. Guess who's back? Literally free for you, unless you want to donate or you do my course. How did we go with our very cheap and simple system? But here we go. Tutorial. So guess who's back? Remix in and 4, 3, 2, drop the beat, go. Yeah. Contreras music. Should be my intro. Easy as that, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. It was easy as that. I'm now going to go into part 2, how to do this with MIDI plugins. A lot of fun, okay? So go ahead and check that out after. If you've got some setup and you've got a keyboard and you don't want to do this like we just did it, let's go into that. I might even mix a little bit for you and teach you how. This was a Contreras music tutorial for free on me, guys. So please donate to the website. But more importantly, do a course. We've got so many there. Some start as little as $1, some are $5, some are 10. Get a subscription if you want to keep up with this, but please, for YouTube and publicity, subscribe, hit like, turn on your notifications so you get my next video, and share this video, leave a comment, please. I'd love to make this better. Let me know how. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope to see you in the next tutorial. And until then, thank you so much for choosing Contreras Music.